When I would like to create kind of snapshots or archives of what we've did. So for that, I need to be an administrator. There are things that you can do only as an administrator. These are under the administrative tools. So you cannot just erase any sort of working area, but you can do that if you're an administrator. You cannot convert a team project to a single user project. You cannot make a single user project copy of the team project if you are not an administrator. So what I do now, I just log off and then log back in with the same identity. I'm not an administrator by default, but I will be when I take over the master working area. That's the idea behind. So I just open it back up. I load up this project file, the team file, and then when it opens up and I take over my identity and say, okay, let's just use
and you get in as the administrator.
And then I will be the administrator right when I choose to edit the master working area. From this point on, I'm an administrator, and I can do that only once I type the login for that area. So the rest is not important for me now. I would like to make administrative changes, and then when I hit OK, I can do that. So most of the administrative changes should be done just for safety reasons. They should be done when no serious changes are made on on the project, of course. So now I just log in to make me an administrator into the master working area. I can even save my login on this computer. So let's just log in. And then now let's just do that administrative thing that I wanted to do, and that is to make a single user snapshot of this team project. This won't change the team project itself. I still have the tree. You can imagine that it as a tree. The tree has its main branch, and you can make side branches. Those are ends and ending, and those won't grow any farther. So what I do, I just go and teamwork, administrative, convert team project to single user, and then I'm just waiting for the screen happening.
I need to give this back to you.
So that's it. That's the file, teamwork, and administrative tools, and convert team project to single user project. So yeah, I would like to switch to single user mode, and see, the software won't override the file itself.
Making another copy.
So I already made a single archive copy of it previously, so I just add, what's the time now? It's 15:46. So I just add the timestamp at the end, and when I click on save, I have this as a single user copy. The advantage to this is that this does not need any sort of team members or administrator or anyone. You can use it for archiving, like you would make a backup copy of your regular projects.
Yes.
And also this is easily something that you can share with third parties, because you don't have to share other files. We didn't talk about that yet, but I will talk about that. Make me remember if I forgot that there's a difference between how the team project is stored and how the single user project is stored. The single user project is always one single file. So I just save it now, and at any time later when we work, we will still work on the Elata Nova team, which is the team project. I will join back to that team and we will develop that one, and I will make another snapshot later, so we can have kind of time snapshots of what happened that time. So this way you can make sure you can have some sort of single user backup copies for yourself if you want to make them, but only as an administrator. The other thing that we talked about previously, and let me just mention that again, just as with any sort of other LAN, LAN network management, file management systems, you should have a backup solution. There are solutions you can purchase online or wherever. So you should, or you can talk to an administrator to make this for your company. That's something sort of a must when you work with local area network files. So this was done, and I just told you that I will talk about one last thing.
Yes.
And that is the difference between the single user file and the team project file. So for
how
that,
things are stored, for example.
So for that, I have this network. There is a specific path. It's in my folder. It's in the team folder, and there is this single project file. Those are the two. And I know that these are team project files because first things first, I named them accordingly. And then whenever you save a team project on a server, you will always get a subfolder. That subfolder contains all the necessary things to be able to handle it as as a team project. So a team project is always one file and the folder with tons of details in it. And the single user project is still as it was before, a single project file.